As most of you know, we love to talk about how incompetent the SEC is, how they love to litigate instead of actually doing their job and giving us clear guidelines as to what we can and can't do in crypto. The most notable project they went after was Ripple. It took over 2 years and over $200 million for Ripple to actively defend themselves. But we actually have some statistics as to what type of real world damage the SEC is doing to the United States of America and to help further destroy our economy. If you're brand new to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day, I'm Wendy O. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. This information is from Coinbase. Coinbase is currently in a little bit of a lawsuit with the SEC because, again, the SEC loves to litigate instead of giving any types of guidelines. So the SEC chair is set to testify on Tuesday about crypto and all of those types of things. SEC chair is Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler was put into office by President Byron. And the reason why that's problematic is because tax dollars fund the SEC. And we did not get to vote who is in charge of making rules and regulations for the underdogs, okay? Basically what the SEC does, it polices you and lets you know what you can and can't do if you're poor. But if you're rich, forget it. But anyways, Coinbase came out with some interesting statistics on exactly how the SEC is hurting the economy. Regulatory and legislative uncertainty puts 4 million jobs at risk by 2030. 4 million jobs. And if most of you don't know, in the United States of America, we're in a recession. Inflation is all-time high. People cannot afford food. They cannot afford housing. It's just absolutely ridiculous at this point. And again, that problem is caused by a responsibility by the public servant. So apparently, the U.S. is at risk of losing out on 1 million developer jobs and 3 million relating non-technical jobs over the next 7 years as Web3 development increasingly moves overseas. Because we don't have any clear guidelines, we're seeing a lot of big companies move overseas. We saw Gemini, we saw Coinbase create offices, I believe, in Europe and Dubai and other areas. We're also seeing a lot of crypto companies kind of stop activity and kind of stop building in the United States of America because they don't know what they can and can't do, okay? It's very hard to be an entrepreneur as it is, and when we don't have clear guidelines of what you can and can't do or what you can and can't innovate, then it makes no sense because it's just kind of like walking around with a target on your back or being in an abusive relationship, walking on eggshells. Also, the U.S. share of global Web3 development has already dropped from 40 to 29% in the last 5 years. And this is fueled by uncertainty in the United States of America with legal clarity. Okay, so people are just basically moving overseas. They're going to Southeast Asia. They're going to Singapore. They're going to Latin America. They're going to Panama, to different places, even the UK, places that are in France, places that are actually fostering positive crypto innovation or giving clear rules and guidelines. The United States has none of that. Also, too, on the average, the U.S. is losing almost 2% of the Web3 developer share every year. That means high-quality, good-paying jobs are leaving the U.S. to innovate in locations with better conditions like clear regulation or commitment to technological leadership. People are leaving the United States of America yet again. And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. And again, all these statistics are given to us by Coinbase as they're just spreading information and they're making you aware as to what is happening here. And I don't know if you guys remember, like I'm a little bit older and I remember when the United States of America would actually recruit people from other countries for healthcare, for medicine, for engineering, for mathematics, for all different types of STEM subjects. But what are we doing? What are we doing now? We're actively pushing talent overseas. We're pushing people to go overseas to pay taxpayer dollars there and not fund America, because that's what's happening. Once companies go overseas, they don't really have to pay money in taxes here. So we're losing taxpayer revenue, we're losing jobs, and we're failing to educate our kids. Make sure to share this video. This is very important. And again, I know it's not a sexy topic, it's boring, but we do have to discuss it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.